Slow down and move over. That's the message from all law enforcement officials around the state. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Austin Van Pelt.
And I'm Parker Valentine. Since January, 3 Illinois State police officers have been killed in traffic accidents, with the latest happening Saturday morning. Police say enough is enough, and that's why they're upping road enforcements to make sure people are obeying Scott's law.
Newswatch's Bailey Taylor now joins us with more on the law and enforcement efforts in Coles County today. Good evening, Bailey.
Good evening, Austin. That's right. Officers were monitoring a stretch of Route 16 between Charleston and Mattoon. And at the time we were on scene, authorities had numerous cars pulled over. They say they'll keep writing tickets until everyone gets the message.
The main concept of it is just to move over, slow down, and yield to the people on the side of the road, whether it's a broke down vehicle or a traffic stop or who knows what the case may be, just to give people that safety and that extra distance to avoid any kind of accident or emergency.
And police officers in Coles County are focusing on that safety of Scott's law as they patrol Illinois Route 16 today. Charleston Deputy Chief of Police Heath Thornton says that it's important to know the law and obey it.
Well, Scott's law, the importance of it is simply to protect the officers or any emergency vehicles that are out on the roadways.
Officers like Brandon Spindler have been out on Route 16 today, and he says that Scott's law is very important for drivers to be aware and cautious of.
It's our life out there. If they're not paying attention, they could strike our vehicle, they could strike the vehicle that we're stopping, and obviously it's been on the news recently. Very serious injuries and death occur often when drivers don't pay attention.
Spindler says he's dealt with some violations with Scott's law in the past, and the most recent was earlier today.
Just out there this morning, I had a vehicle that was, you can tell they weren't paying attention and they came up too fast and had to swerve over into the left lane at the last minute.
Officers like Spindler aren't the only drivers who think it's important to pay attention. Eastern Illinois University admissions counselor Sarah Calger commutes to work every day and says that drivers should always be aware.
It's very important that we think about the law enforcement and making sure that they're safe because, you know, they also have families that they go home to.
Not all drivers are as aware as Calger, and Spindler says it is hard as an officer when people don't slow down or move over.
It makes me angry because it's people putting their, just not paying attention enough that puts us at risk.
Officer Spindler says those who violate Scott's law receive a mandatory court appearance, and if convicted, it's a mandatory suspension of license. He says the first violation is a month suspension, and if you are speeding or cause damage, it can be up to a 2-year suspension. As for patrols on Route 16, police say they'll continue until all drivers are following the traffic laws. Austin, back to you.